Alright, this is the third and final part of the L2D tier list for Azur. We have 14 skins to evaluate for today. So, before we start, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so and follow my Twitch on twitch.tv/tomogumotu. And by the way, thank you for 100 subscribers, really appreciate that. Without further delay, let's continue judging women.
Curse.
First skin to evaluate is Shoukaku, the crane that dances with the wind.
ずいか食ったら緊張しすぎよ。お姉ちゃんの言う通り、まずはリラックス、リラックスっと。
Man, it's kinda windy in here, huh? despite being a party inside a room, inside a hall, it really is just windy. I mean, the animation is kinda clunky, I guess. And honestly, the dress itself is pretty nice. If it's a color scheme, which is mostly white and red. Not much to say. Yeah, it's pretty good skin. Then again, the animation is kind of clunky, so I'm gonna say B.
It's the voice. The voice actor. The voice is pretty nice. I think that's the best aspect. That alone lifted the skin up to B. But everything after that is just... so it's a B tier from me.
I'll say a B as well, because the outfit, like the color itself, fits with her hair. That makes her stand out. But the animation wasn't really much to it, though. That's it.
As far as I'm concerned, I think her entire ensemble combines 3 different styles. The dress is definitely formal. The way she stands and the shoes she wears is clearly from a ballet, and that raiment she wears, I only learned about that word from the world God only knows. That raiment she wears clearly screams Japanese inspired. So she definitely got style points. But other than that, it's kind of forgettable. So yeah, B rank for me.
From the appearance itself, I think people who appreciate backs will like this skin a lot. And yes. I'm not one of them.
Yes,
certainly.
I am.
From her appearance, her dresser looks elegant. It's nice to see her dressed like that that way. Her animations are just like the some of the skins. It's lacking. She could be better. I'm also giving her a B rank. It's a solid B for us.
Yep.
All right, for the next skin we have Sirius, Scorching Hot Seirios.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Scorching hot indeed.
どこにいようと、シリアスは全力でお守りいたします。誇らしきご主人様、どうかお好きなことをお好きなようになさってくださいませ。
Pupa. That's the first thing
yes.
that comes to my mind. I don't know. Her swimsuits are very nice. I really like the original design. This skin is something like it's too low for A, but it's too high for S. I'll give it an S tier, of course.
She's hot, man. She's hot. She's jiggly. But what prevents her from becoming an S is that freaking hand motion in most of those actions. It's just so weird. It doesn't move or rotate. It's an A for me.
Yeah, jeez. For me, I think it has to be an S because her outfit does stand out a lot. Almost like she's trying to be like a fashion in making a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way her animation of moving is almost like she's trying to make us look at that hand, just the way she's moving her body up to her body like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, in a way, you just can't really move your eyes away. You just gotta keep staring at her.
I mean, damn, first of all. But yeah, but still, animation-wise, it's not the best. And there's no like subtle details that just make her it's in like she's too Like I've seen this shit like so many times. It feels so. It's A tier from me.
Sirius. I love Sirius. She's one of the few maid that I actually off, and you know my preferences. You know, white hair. You know,
Yeah, I see it a few times.
booba. Yeah. Yeah, that's an S rank for me.
Right.
It's a really good skin.
We got our first S tier for tonight. Next skin is St. Louis, Spirits in the Snow.
獣王の初詣ね。指揮官くん、何か願い事はない？私にはないから、あなたの分も願ってあげてもいいわよ。
Despite it being snowing, I think it's getting kind of hot in here. Mm-hmm. Honestly, the skin is old, but despite being old, the animation itself isn't that bad because she's just sitting there. I really don't have anything a lot to say about St. Louis. That skin is one of my favorite. No, that is my favorite skin in the game because you only have life to the skin at this point. Despite being old and it's still looking good, I must say that that's an ass.
I mean, it's all right, but compared to her other skins, it's kind of lacking. It's old and it's visible that it's old. So for me, because it's St. Louis, St. Louis is St. Louis, so it's an 8.
First of all, thighs. Just thighs. The outfit itself may be old, but it does look very nice on her, like that. Like mostly any kimono would look good on her, or a lot of ships. So, but the color of it really does catch the color of her eyes, though. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I guess I'll give it an S, even though it's old.
Well, the overall presentation is elegant. It's, well, I would say conservative, but not really. The jiggles are nice, even though it doesn't make much sense. The animation's limited, and I would have liked to see an intro sequence like most current day L2Ds, but I guess I can't have that. So I'm giving her an A rank.
This skin targets 3 kinds of people. The ones who like booba, okay. The ones who likes feet, okay. And third, those who likes ties and stockings. And for me, she delivered it perfectly. I love it. Even though the chest animations are doesn't make sense, just like what others said. I still really like the skin. I love it. I mean, it's too good for me, despite being a very old skin. So I'll give it an S. That's another S tier for us. Alright, for the next skin we have St. Louis, Luxurious Wheels.
No, yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
Run me over! いい景色ね。少しここで止まって幸運の風に当たっていこうかしら。
This skin makes me this is literally my favorite skin because of the car. Like this is the epitome that Azur Lane focuses on a specific demographic. The car is literally like a kid just moving around a Hot Wheel. Like the car is literally not animated, but the tits are like fucking Unreal Engine 5. Like what the hell? It's an S tier from me.
God, I really don't have anything to say about it. Like the animation isn't that. There's nothing flashy about it other than the intro. It really is not that good.
I am legit speechless right now because of that. Because what was with that car animation? Like legit.
PowerPoint presentation.
I hit C.
Okay, ignoring the car, I feel they've missed some golden opportunity to really show off the quote-unquote skin. Well, technically it is going to be more skin. She could have, instead of sat on the outside of the door of the car. She could have gotten out of the car and maybe laid her back on the hood of the car. You know, for all the car guys. I know what the car guys like. They like it when their women are laying on the car and not just sitting in the seat. So yeah, I think they missed a golden opportunity right there. The jiggles are nice, but I'm trying to ignore the car. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it an A rank because they did not give a special voice line for the special touch, and that's what most guys come for, the special touch.
It's mixed for me. It has highs and lows, and the one that I noticed the most is the lows. Like, oh my god, the car, the plus here is actually the herself. Her dress is okay and I'm not really a big fan of those kind of dress because it reveals too much skin. It's too much. But it looks hot on it, so I'll forgive that. Considering every aspect of the skin, I'll give it an A. This skin belongs safely in the B tier. That skin will be St. Louis again. Blue and white pottery.
出撃時もこの椅子を持っていければいいのに。ヘレナ、偽装の回収手伝ってもらえる？
I like the outfit, but you know, if she's cold, why does she have the fan? That is a good question. You know, just assigned-wise, doesn't seem like it would be comfortable for her. So I'd probably put her in around rank C.
The only part of this whole L2D that looked like they put in some serious effort is her facial and eye expressions when she's actually talking, because they do kind of sync up, but it doesn't exactly that amount of detail and attention to detail does not exactly mesh with the rest of her body, which has barely any movement. And then that fan, god damn it, aren't you cold enough? I'm gonna have to put her into a B tier. She's average for me.
I will put her on S because the outfit that she's wearing is basically showing maturity, elegance, and the way she's blushing is just making her very cute as well in so many ways. So for me, it's an S.
The facial expression on the skin is very nice actually compared to other skin. There's a lot of details into it. On the other hand, the animation for the body is not really there. There's a lot of animation in the fan, but not in other places. I would say there's at least an 8 here.
I don't know why is she doing that rather than for fan service. It would be more realistic if she what I call this cross her legs over the other one. That would be more realistic and at the same time show what the artist wanted to show on the bottom part. Other than that, that's only, I think that's one of my complaints. My other complaint is that the animations are very little. I mean, she's sitting there holding her fan, but that's really it. She doesn't her body movements are minimal, but the facial animations are great. They invested a lot of time to animate her her face, but not on everything else. I don't know why, but I think the main point here is to look at this body and appreciate the facial expressions, and that's it. So for me, since it's a little bit lacking, so it's an A rank for me. So it's a solid 3.6. You know what that means. She belongs into the A tier. Alright, the next skin will be Surcouf. And I can't pronounce the name, so...
Loisirs, Balnéaires.
Already got me.
指揮官、最近なんか面白いことでもない？私に教えて。
This skin is the sole reason why I wailed on this game. her body, her animations, everything. It's perfect. I love the skin so much. Even the special touch, even though it's not unique for the skin, it still fits. You know, the chest animations are fluid. The butt animations are also nice, but there's one big problem. I can barely keep my hands on the table. If there's a S plus plus plus, I would rate her that rank, but it's a S rank for me. I love it.
I mean, I have to agree with everything you said. It's obvious that when they designed this, they knew who their target audience was. I say, yeah, S class.
Everything you all just said, I agree with. I also want to point out this one nice little detail they decided to add with the last voice the last command, where they actually reflected the sun off her sunglasses. That's some good attention to detail when she moved them. So obviously, she's a fetish, man. She's an S rank fetish.
I'll give her an A because she's awesome. I'll give her a B because she's beautiful. I'll give her a C because she's gone. Hell, I'll even give her a D because she's asking for it. So she's a perfect.
I don't like her that much. But that skin, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Everyone already said their part. I don't have any part for myself to say anymore as an ass.
Surcouf is our 7th perfect skin. Alright, we move on with the next skin. Taihou, Forbidden Fruit.
指揮官様、大砲は待ちわびていましたわ。指揮官様、今他の子に目移りしていましたよね。そうですよね。
The skin is really nice. The animation is, yeah, that's really nice. L2D. Despite me not liking Taihou, that skin just, I need to have that skin. So basically, if that's not S, I don't know what is.
It certainly portrays Taihou in an interesting light. It portrays Taihou in the most accurate way possible, which is nice. But personally, I know a lot of people will like the yandere persona, which is not a persona, it is a something. So I know other people will like it, but personally for me, it's not that attractive. But the skin itself is very nice. The dialogues are, I think, objectively very good, like in portraying who she is. So it's an S tier from me. And Booba.
Her dress is great. The jiggle's fantastic. But goddamn, her voice does not match her body. I do not expect that high squeaky of a voice from a body that filled out. And besides, for me, Yandere is a big yikes for me. I cannot give her a higher than a B rank.
I have to pretty much agree with Lee on everything he said, but especially with the voice. But I did like that they added the cat in the animation, especially where that cat was sitting. It was telling you, "Yep, I can see it, but you can't." My major complaint would be the voice. It just does not match the body. The dress is nice, the animations are nice. It's just that voice. So I'd give her an A.
Yandere is a big pass for me because I don't like overly obsessive people. Second of all, I'm trying not to look at that perspective of Taihou. I want to view her objectively as much as possible. Her dress is it's great. I love this. I love the dress. I like how her body looks on that dress. It's really nice, so sexy. Her chest stands out. It's nice. The artist made a good job on this one. A really great job. So overall, I give this an S as well. So Taihou belongs in the A tier. Alright, the next skin will be Taihou, Phoenix Spring Song.
大砲 ホーと一緒にお風呂に入ります？タイホーを食べてみます？それともタイホーとあんなことしちゃいます？
Yeah, there's a lot of effort when it comes to Taihou skin. She's one of the most famous ship in the game. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. The skin itself is really nice. It's a really nice skin. I see two peacocks in the animation also. It's really nice skin. If that's not an S, I don't know what it will be.
Really, really hot. You can see why she's so famous. She's very, very hot. I also like to point out how many times she separates her chest through her dialogue.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to point out is just how thick her thighs are that are exploding out of her stockings right now.
I know, right?
That is, they are playing towards people's weaknesses, but the dialogue is too scary for me. So she's still not gonna be an S rank for me. She's still an A rank.
Well, whoever created this skin definitely knew what they were going for. I mean, hand movements, leg movements, even the eyes and mouth. They definitely were going for that target audience. Plus, with the voice lines, kind of makes it perfect. I would have to say S.
Despite being yandere, this skin saved her a lot. I mean, if you're not into yanderes and then you see Taihou skin, you will love her. Her chest is superb. I love it. The skin, her dress, the way it was presented is really good. So for this skin, I really love it. That's also an S rank for me. She belongs in
S tier.
S tier. Alright, for the next skin we have Tirpitz. Snow Melting Summer.
隣にあなたがいれば、海の水平線を眺めているだけでも退屈ではなくなるわ。
Well, she seems like a very interesting character, especially that skin. I did like how they did the wind movement to have it float around into the wind. Also, her hand movement was pretty nice. I didn't really see so much on the face movement. Her voice seemed pretty nice and calm. So, really can't really find anything wrong with it. So I'd have to say S.
Her voice actually sounds the most normal of all the girls. It isn't obnoxious. It isn't trying to grab attention. She actually sounds like she could have just walked off the street. From a few of her dialogue, she sounds like she's a little bit into philosophy. She's a little wise, so she's not that quirky idiot girl. She's actually someone you can have an intelligent conversation with. So yeah, I give her an S rank.
Certainly, she seems to be. I think I'll be happy being around her because she seems like a pleasant person. Just for that, because I don't think I'm actually scared of every one of the fucking ships. Actually, just being around them, like genuinely. So she's very pleasant to be around. I think just from the voice and her demeanor. I think for that it's an S tier, and the animation is very good as well.
When I first got her skin and also got her, the first impression that I got about her is that she's a soothing one. She doesn't talk loudly, neither quickly. Always calm, by the way. And I think that the skin itself is nice. The wind blowing, the animation for that. She actually one of the few who have an animation for her oath dialogue, where she holds up her rings and it's just twinkling. It's a really sweet skin. There's a certain reason why I got it, and there's a certain reason why she's one of my wife. And yeah, no, that's an S skin.
First impression though, for me, she looks boring on first impression. But when I heard her dialogues, her animations, I look at her a second time, and holy cow, her figure is so slim. She's I don't know if sexy is the right word. I mean, she looks perfect from top to bottom. I don't know. Her chest is
I guess
it's perfect.
proper proportion.
Yeah, the proper proportion
yeah.
is, yeah, it clicks. You know, it clicks it clicks for me. I think we have our 8 perfect skin. I give this an S rank. So she belongs here. Alright, for the next skin we have Vittorio Veneto, the flower of La Spezia.
海風と日差しを浴びながら波の音に耳を傾けてのんびりとした休日はいいですね。
Well, they definitely put a lot of work into this one. From the light reflecting off her skin, the sunglasses, the waves in the background, even the camera and hand motions. They definitely put a lot of work into the animation on this costume. I mean, it's nice. It looks a little too small for her though. But I think that's just what the game goes for, right? So really don't see anything wrong with it. Or her voice or anything. So I guess I'd have to put her at a S tier 2.
I would also like to point out several times throughout this entire tier list, we said there's only so much you can do while sitting down or lying down, or while main stage. But from what I see, what I can barely see past the text box, there is a lot of movement in her body. She's doing a lot of movement, even though she's laying down. That means, yes, you can go further with a stationary position like that. I like how I like her voice. I like the whole area. So yeah, S tier for me.
What else can I add? It's an S tier. Like the voice stuff again, animation. Her look. She herself is pretty nice as well. And I guess it's an S tier. What else can I add?
Wow, the animation is so good. I mean, it is one of the more recent skin. And what I actually didn't expect is the fact that her voice is so sweet. That's a really good voice. Other than that, yeah, not that I don't see any flaw. It's such a good skin. The contrast is nice. The facial expression is really good. Yeah, nothing to say. It's just a really good skin. SNS.
To fully visualize, to fully see her assets, I had to turn my body to the right, the extreme right, to the extreme left, to the extreme left, just to see her body structure, her proportion, and that. And wow, I love it. And maybe I acquired a skill, a unique skill that can see through a text box, because I was focusing what's behind the text box, and I see perfection. So with that, the voice, the animations, the visuals itself, I also love the skin. So another S rank for me. This skin is our 9th perfect skin. We move on with the next skin, Weser, Urbane Onyx.
Party が終わるまでまだ余裕があるわ。やりたいことがあればどうぞ、指揮官。
They doesn't hold back on this one, huh? I can see that. They doesn't hold back at all. That's a really good one, man. Oh no, it's a really good one. Oh fuck! I don't have a lot to say. Oh god, there's a lot of things that I want to comment on, but every time I see her animation and her voice lines are pretty. Fuck, that's an ass.
The skin itself is nice. Her demeanor is also nice. I think the only problem for me, voice line, everything else is excellent. But for the voice lines, I think it's an A tier.
Looks fantastic. The jiggles are nice. But my only problem is she kind of doesn't bring anything to the table. I mean, she's in a game with a bunch of girls that are just like vying for your attention. You gotta do something that makes you stand out. And she kind of looks like your average, well, in a healthy body, average woman at a dinner party. So she's an A tier for me.
I mean, I like the dress. I'm a little biased when it comes to redheads with red eyes. I really love them.
Man.
But yeah, she doesn't really bring anything new, like everybody else said. So I'd give her a tier.
The artists who made this L2D spend way too much time on creating this masterpiece. I said it, masterpiece. The introduction animation was amazing. I think it's unique among all the skins that we've seen so far. Her lines are okay. I wouldn't call it average. I loved her figure. Her dress emphasized her figure really well. Overall, I also love the skin. I graded so many S tiers on this tier list, but I don't regret it. So another S tier for me. It's a 4.4. She's an A tier.
Fuck. No.
Next skin will be Zara. Poolside coincidence.
指揮官、深いところで泳ぐときは安全に気をつけた方がいいわ。
She gave the jacking off motion. How could I not give that an S rank? The jiggles, the movements, the extra jiggles when she's supposedly not even moving. Yes, S. Give her the S. I will be part of the simp tier.
Always, the artists definitely knew what they were doing, from the animation to the costume. So I can't find anything wrong with it. I agree with Lee. S tier.
The skin. I should just admit I have a weakness to summer skins at this point. Like swimsuits are just
You're a
just
human.
weaken
What do you
me
say?
in ways. Yeah, in ways. And fucking hell, the animation and the shit goes wild. 0 to 100 real fast. And what can I say? It's an S tier.
I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. Speaking for the Azulian community itself, yeah, that's an S tier.
You know, guys, I'm always focusing on two big things. One,
Yes.
the visuals, the animation, and two, her voice lines, and I admit it, the chess. Fine.
Hi.
I mean, look at her cleavage. You know good cleavages if you see one, right?
Yeah.
And this one is one of the biggest examples of those. The voice lines are okay. It's nice because it reflects on her skin itself, and the animations are great. Oh my goodness! Even though it's subtle, you won't notice it at first. But if you manage to see it, oh my goodness! This skin is very inviting. So I think we have our 10th perfect skin. So I'll give this another S rank. So Zara's skin falls into the more than S tier. It's a perfect skin for us. The last two skins will be Alan M. Summer skin and Boy skin. So we'll start with Alan M. Summer, Charming Rabbit.
らっしゃせ指揮官ちゃんと足元注意
I don't know about Alan M. Summer that much. But from her L2D skin, she looks like a happy-go-lucky girl. I mean, she's a very lively girl. she's the type that will make your day. She's the one of the few skins that put a smile on my face, to be honest. Another S for me. Wow, I'm impressed.
It's really good. The animation is new. That's probably one of the reasons why it looks so refreshing. Her personality is really nice. Her voice line and her voice is really sweet. I'm usually not a fan of carefree personality trope, but it's really pleasant when it comes to her. I'm gonna say that's an S.
She is like you said, she's the happy-go-lucky girl, and I mean that's nice. She is an entertainer, and that goes well with her bunny girl persona. She is an entertainer in the bar. If I was the employer, I would certainly hire her. But as I just saying that, like if I were to be the employer. But I have seen this trope played in anime so many times. Like anime, not in this, at least in this game, but in anime so many times. It's just does not pull me in anymore. The bunny girl is alright. So basically, it's an A tier for me.
Jeez, you could just picture her going around just using memes with everybody. She's a fun time girl, which is why when she dresses in a bunny girl outfit, it kind of puts me off a little, because there's certain expectations you have when it comes to bunny girls. Seductiveness, attractiveness, just you don't expect childlike playfulness out of a bunny girl. So it's just a little off for me. So I have to put her, so pretty much her redeeming qualities is her funness in about an A tier.
Well, the bunny outfit's nice. I mean, the animation and the graphics all look nice on her. The carefree attitude, though, I really don't like. I mean, especially with that bunny outfit, but that's just me personally. She's got good voice lines. So, with all that, I say A tier.
Alan M. Summerskin belongs in the A tier. And for the last skin that we will evaluate, boys, Sheepish Sapphire.
今のうちにリラックスして。指揮官。
The animation is really nice. I know the fact that this skin right here is the most recent big project for the Azur Dev. And honestly, yeah, it doesn't disappoint. Other than that, though, I just feel like something is missing. Then again, it's a really good skin, really good animation. She never let go of her head, also we'll never see her mouth. That's a good skin, but I'm gonna say it's an A.
Certainly a good skin and a unique one at that, but the uniqueness does not link up together. It's all all over the place. There's balls, there's mic change for some reason, there's Honolulu out of nowhere, there's fucking karaoke going on. It's all just chaotic. It just does not link up together. It's unique but nonsensical. So it's an A tier from me.
Say bunny girl, this is what I'm talking about right here. A shyness is common among actual rabbits, so a shy bunny girl works. It works. Now I understand her voice changes because she wears a mask, and when she's not wearing a mask, she has her hair covering her mouth for some reason or another. But yeah, blue and black bunny girl, things bouncing off her boobalas, just so much boobala. It's an S for me.
Yeah, just like Leo always beats me to the punch when it comes to the same things. Yeah, that's definitely the image of a bunny girl in my mind. The artwork is nice, the voice is nice. Honestly, I can't complain about it, so I'd give her S tier.
As per the bunny girl troop, her costume looks pretty nice. Her chest animations looks very cool. She's kind of sexy on this in this outfit, but
Yeah.
to be honest, I prefer the default skin. I really like the voices, except on the ones that doesn't have unique voice line, because it doesn't corresponds to her skin, which is in this scenario she doesn't have her mask on, but she's still voiced like a robot or something. Overall, her skin looks nice. Her animations are more focused on the chest, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but on everything else, it's kinda off. So for me, I'll give this, an A. Boise's skin belongs in the A tier. Alright, this is the conclusion of the Azur Lane L2D tier list. And thank you to all the people who participated in this tier list. I really appreciate you all. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Jane.
Bye bye.
You can take your